What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 151 of the Monday Night Wars. I am Chad, and joining me, as always, is Jmack Gaming.
I'm here. We're back. You know,
We are
you know the
back.
you
We're
know the
running
drill.
you know the drill. We're running Thunder. We
Ah,
have a big show. We have a big show planned for you guys.
not Paul White either.
Not Paul White. No, it's not
What do
the
you
big
mean?
show.
Oh
Have you seen that yet?
no, I have not. Is it good?
Check out our Jmack Gaming and Chad big show review coming soon.
Check it on the new pod.
Yeah.
Unpinned podcast.
Yeah, let's run the show.
Oh,
All right, so this is the pre-match pre-show that Jmack booked.
I love Dustin Rhodes. He's the best Rhodes.
I love him. I love him too when he's not fucking high.
He's all elite, Dustin Rhodes. So we had to bring him here. He had to put on a good match with Lance Storm and beat him in 631 with a flying lariat. And let's cross our fingers and let's hope he's not high on drugs.
God, I hope
He
not.
isn't.
Oh, we are turning things around.
And we start the show off with
start the
Lodi and
show
Sick
off.
Boy with 100.
So Lodi and Sick Boy come down to the ring and they go, yo, it's the low down with your boy Lodi and the sickest man in the game, Sick Boy.
Sick Boy!
Now, we said last week that we had a big announcement to make. Well, let me tell you something. It don't get any bigger, any sicker than what we're here to tell you right now. We are here to announce the new Thunder General Manager. He is the Italian Stallion, Sylvester Stallone. And then Rocky dun 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 dun, and then Sylvester Stallone comes down. That was Kurt Angle.
You
Da-da,
suck.
da, da, da. That's the music we hear. It comes down to the ring, and Sylvester Stallone says, "Yo, what up?" Sylvester Stallone is the GM of Thunder. I've been talking to Eric Bischoff behind the scenes, and I've been waiting for the right opportunity to reveal myself to be the GM. And I thought, hey, no better time than the present, am I right? Lodi and Sick Boy were not just here to announce this. I actually gave them a promotion. Lodi and Sick Boy, they are they're gonna be my eyes and my ears out here. They are the official consultants of the Thunder general manager. And Lodi says, basically what that means is, me and Sick Boy, we're the masters of ceremony. We're the hype men. We're the wingmen. We're the men. We're the MVPs of Thunder. Sylvester Stallone's the Lightning. Well, me and Sick Boy, we're the Thunder, right? And he goes, and you can already tell he's regretting his decision. He's made a terrible choice. And he's like, yeah. We got a big show tonight. We got, of course, Bret Hart versus Scott Steiner. And if Scott Steiner beats Bret tonight, that championship match at Super Brawl becomes a triple threat. It's gonna be a good. And then all of a sudden he gets interrupted by Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho comes in the ring and he says, Sylvester Stallone, first of all, no one gives a damn about you being the general manager, and no one gives a damn about these two either. What people give a damn about is Chris Jericho. What people tune into Thunder for is Chris Jericho. The future of WCW is Chris Jericho. And first of all, I just want to say it is an absolute travesty. It is a shame. It is a conspiracy that I had the potential to defend my championship against Scott Steiner and Bret Hart. It was supposed to be Bret versus Jericho emanating from Canada in front of our homeland, our people, and instead you're going to ruin it by throwing in a babbling idiot like Scott Steiner. What gives you the nerve? What gives you the gall? Who do you think you are, Sylvester? I think I'm the new Thunder GM, and I think I have the ability to make matches, and I think I'm going to always do what I think the people want to see. And I think the people want to see you in a match tonight. And the crowd cheer. He goes, but now I just got to figure out who's going to be your opponent tonight. And then Scott Hall's music hits, and he goes, hey, yo. I just want to say I think I would love the opportunity to impress the GM and also challenge the world champion to a match tonight. And Put this kid in his place and show him that he needs to be more respectful to world champions. This man's a boxing champion. Rocky Balboa beat Apollo Crews. And then Sylvester Stallone books Scott Hall versus Chris Jericho. And that match is going to happen next.
Bam.
And in a match that had superb wrestling and great heat, Chris Jericho defeated Scott Hall. I forgot. Chris Jericho went over with a lion tamer.
Oh no!
You could tell by my surprise.
We booked this 2 minutes ago.
I know. Chris Jericho beating Scott Hall. Where do you think that ranks on Chris Jericho's time in WCW so far as big wins?
Number 1. No, number 2. And he's world champion for a reason.
True. He's proven himself. Proven why he's the world champion by beating Scott Hall.
Universal champion, by the way, not world champion.
Proven why he's the Universal World Champion by beating Scott Hall tonight.
Speaking of,
so Bret Hart is backstage. He's got the reporter, and they go, Bret, you just saw Chris Jericho defeated Scott Hall tonight. You have a match yourself against Scott Steiner to determine your match at Super Brawl. Now, if you lose that match against Scott Steiner, then your world championship match against Chris Jericho becomes a triple threat match. And Bret says, "Yeah, I got ears. I heard that actually. Thank you for recapping. I appreciate it. Scott Steiner hasn't beaten me. And he's not going to beat me because I'm the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. And I will wrestle Chris Jericho in Canada at Super Brawl. And I'll tell you something else. Not only am I going to wrestle Chris Jericho, let's make it a submissions match. Let's make it an ultimate submissions match. The Lion Tamer versus the Sharpshooter. Let's see whose submission move really is the best. And when I make Chris Jericho tap out and I regain that WCW Universal Championship, there will be no doubting who is truly the best Canadian wrestler on this roster." And Bret Hart walks away.
Drops the mic. Oh my lord.
I'm not there yet. How bad is it?
It's good.
Oh, wow, 84. All right. So this battle royal, this is a 10-man battle royal to decide who challenges Ahmed for the United States Championship at Super Brawl. And because quite frankly, I don't remember if I established a number one contender for Ahmed, so we're having one now. And if I did, fuck it.
Fuck it.
Fuck it. We're doing it now. And Randy Savage wins that battle royal. I guess I'll name the competitors. Alex Wright, Chris Benoit, Dean Malenko, Finley, Jim Duggan, Conan, Randy Savage, Perry Saturn, Scott Norton, and Vader. So this match was good. Scott Norton and Vader actually worked together through most of the match because they're both over in Japan. And the final four of the match were Vader, Randy Savage, Benoit, and Alex Wright. Benoit actually eliminated Alex Wright, and Alex Wright was pissed. He was not happy about it. And he kept pointing to Benoit, saying, you'll pay for this. You'll pay for this. And Benoit kind of just blew him off because he's like, okay, kid, whatever. And so then Chris Benoit and Randy Savage looked at each other and nodded, and then they both teamed up to eliminate Vader. And Vader actually had the most eliminations. Out of the 10 men in this battle royal, he eliminated 5 of them.
Damn.
Yep. He actually clotheslines Jim Duggan right over the top rope as soon as it starts.
Oh,
like he goes, oh, and then Vader just clotheslines him right over. And then he also eliminated Perry Saturn. He eliminated Conan, and he eliminated Fit Finley. Fit Finley gave a hell of a run though. And then so basically it was Vader and Scott Norton teaming up. And actually Alex Wright managed to throw Scott Norton over the top rope when Scott Norton wasn't paying attention. And then that's basically what happened in that match. But yeah, Randy Savage will face Ahmed for the United States Championship.
Hell yeah, Randy Ahmed. That's a match.
That's a match. I think it's going to be a good match.
That reminds me of what I was telling you about my old TEW series where I had Adam Cole defending his U.S. belt against Batista.
Is Randy Savage Batista or Adam Cole in this match?
Randy Savage is Adam Cole.
All right.
And Batista is Ahmed. Oh, fuck yeah.
So Scott Steiner is backstage and he is pissed. He's like throwing shit. He's like, Ray! I'm just what did he call me? A baboon? Yeah, he actually, Chris Jericho called you a buffoon earlier tonight, Scott. I don't give a damn what he called me because he's the scrawny bitch. Bret Hart talks a big game. He says that I've never beaten Bret Hart. Well, guess what? I don't need to beat Bret Hart because his wife loves me. I'm the big bad booty daddy. And I'm going to beat Bret Hart tonight in front of all of the people at the EasyJobbing.com arena. What a stupid name for an arena. And then I'm going to make it a triple threat. And then their 50-50 chance at beating me and winning the match at Super Pro will drastically go down. And the big bad booty daddy, the man with the biggest arms in the business, will prove why my dick is bigger than both of theirs when I win the Universal Championship. Bret Hart talks about wanting a submissions match. He wants the Lion Tamer and the Sharpshooter. Well, both of those moves are nothing compared to the Steiner Recliner. You want a submissions match? That sounds just fine. I'll do it. Let's do it. My big arms, I'm going to wrap around you, and I'm going to crush your head like a grape. I'm going to beat Bret Hart, and I'm going to beat everybody. The Frankensteiner, Steiner, Recliner, 49er. Just walks away.
Oh.
That's that.
Let's talk about this. Yeah, I don't really have much to say about those, man. I'll just let you take them away.
Tommy, and then he grabs my phone. And that was Steiner. Shoot.
There we go.
There we go. And then that goes to commercial. We come back to a hardcore championship match: Tommy Dreamer versus Shane Douglas. And so we didn't book it this way, but this is what happens. This is a hardcore match. They found a way around it. And Tommy Dreamer actually defeats Shane Douglas, but Tommy took a big blow to the head with a steel chair. Ooh. And he didn't look right. He won with a DDT. He did pin, or whatever the fuck it said. He won by a pile driver. He did win by a pile driver. But yeah, he took a big blow to the head. And he actually had to get helped out of the arena after the match.
It's not good.
That's not good. That's going to play into something later. But yeah, ooh. Tommy Dreamer wins the match.
I just realized it auto-booked us to the appropriate arena, the jobbing.com arena. Because WCW will be always jobbing.
Whatever you say. So we are backstage. Chris Benoit is changing with his match. And then he gets jumped by Alex Wright and Dustin Rhodes. They jump him in the locker room. And they beat the hell out of him. And then Alex Wright says, I told you you'd be sorry. I told you you'd pay for that. You'll rue the day you screwed me out of a championship. Pick him up. And then Dustin Rhodes picks him up, and they powerbomb him through the locker room TV.
Wow.
Yes.
All right, we move on to this big hell of a match.
Dustin was still not high. So we go to a quick video package of David Flair and Ric Flair. And Ric Flair saying that last week that they were going to wrestle tonight. And I think I made it like a first blood match or some kind of like hardcore stipulation last week. But just pretend that happened. Let's pretend that stipulation played out. And Ric Flair won. Ric Flair won. He beat David Flair. He beat David Flair, and David Flair was a bloody mess. And yeah, Ric Flair proving why he's the man.
Fuck out of his son.
Beating the fuck out of his son. And in fact, at one point in the match, he bent him over his knee.
All right, we move on to this angle.
And spanked him in front of the entire arena.
Shut the fuck up.
Ric Flair gets the microphone, but before he can say anything, he is also attacked by Alex Wright, Dustin Rhodes, and even Arn Anderson. Arn Anderson hit him with a spine buster.
Oh, man. They just fucking gang beat the shit out of...
Beat the shit out of Ric Flair.
So. David Flair. You're right, Ric Flair. Sorry.
Yeah. Sorry. Swerve! They helped Ric Flair beat David Flair. We go to commercial, we come back, and Booker T's in the ring. He's got a microphone, and he says, a lot of people were happy to see me come back after being away for a minute and making my big return to Thunder. A lot of people except my brother, Stevie Ray. Take a look. We go to a video package of DDP and Booker T winning the tag team championships from Ron Killings and Stevie Ray. And he says, I've been asked why I did what I did to Stevie Ray, a man who I teamed with for many years. We went down these roads together. We won championships together. Stevie, I did what I did because I don't like you hanging around with Ahmed. I think you're better than that. You don't deserve to be in a tag team or a group like that. You need to be with Harlem Heat again. You needed to be with people who care about you, who respect you, and consider you a friend. I consider you a friend. I won those tag team titles with Diamond Dallas Page last week so I could give you an out. So I could give you a reason to leave the nation. Now come down to this ring and make the right decision. Stevie Ray walks down the ramp and he grabs a microphone and he says, Booker, you're right, man. We go way back. We're brothers. You know, we grew up on the streets of Harlem. We've won many tag team championships, and you're right. I love you. And I do deserve better. And I do deserve the best. And he goes and he gives Booker T a hug. And then he says, better than I ever got with Harlem Heat. And then Booker looks up and Stevie Ray beats him in the head with the microphone and lays him out.
We move on.
And then
the co-main event of the night.
The co-main event of the night. After that brawl breaks out, Diamond Dallas Page came out to help Booker T, but then Ron Killings came out to attack to help Stevie Ray, which set up a match. Diamond Dallas Page versus Ron Killings, and Diamond Dallas Page defeated Ron Killings with the Diamond Cutter. It got a 75. So
of course he did. It's what was this? It's gonna be on the pre-show, right?
This was going to be on the pre-show, but I made cuts and I got it, and it went from the pre-show to the co-main event.
And of course, how it works, WCW baby. Let's go to the next segment and the main event.
The main event match. So yes, this match, it was an exceptional match. Scott Steiner defeated Bret Hart by pinfall with a freaking Steiner. So if I would have known when I was booking this that I was going to go with the triple threat submissions match, I would have actually had him win by pinfall or by submission, but that's okay. Scott Steiner beats Bret Hart and wins the match. So now the main event, the Universal Championship match at Super Brawl, is a triple threat match. Jmack, are you excited for Bret Hart, Chris Jericho, and Steiner?
Bret Hart, Chris Jericho, and Steiner. I mean, we got two Canadian legends in Bret Hart, so that'll be fun.
Two Canadian legends and Bret Hart? Yeah, sounds good. I mean, Scott Steiner lives in Detroit, so I mean, it's basically Canada.
Damn, Bret Hart getting into it, luckily. I mean, he lost tonight and's in the main event for, you know.
There are more spots to be in.
Yeah, there's spots. You want to move on to the main event, though?
Sure. So the big angle, it was.
And we're not talking about Eric Angle.
No, we're not talking about
this
angle
segment.
Yes. So it was announced that, but before you switched to it, it was announced, the big story on WCW.com was that Kevin Nash was medically cleared and he was going to make his return to WCW to address the crowd. He comes down to the ring and he says that he actually was really touched by the amount of people who reached out to him while he was gone. He got a lot of get well soon cards from the fans, a lot of kids he'd run into on the street, kept asking him, when you coming back, man? When you coming back? Like, we need you. And Kevin Nash was really touched by it. And so he says, thank you. And they said, now for business. He said, I won a number one contenders match right before I got injured, and it gave me the number one contender for the world championship. He's like, and I fully intend on cashing that in and becoming number one contender. And he says, so I see that we just got announced that there's going to be a triple threat match for the Universal Championship, and I'm due a match. So what do you say we make it a fatal four-way? And then he notices that he's being surrounded in the ring. He just starts getting surrounded by Ahmed and the Nation. What are they doing here, J-Mac? I don't know, but you can go to this segment.
I did. Don't worry.
They attack him. They run to the ring and they attack Kevin Nash. They lay him out. Big Daddy V picks him up and power bombs him. Ice Train also power bombs him because he's also big. Ahmed even gets in the fray and he power bombs him too. Stevie Ray doesn't power bomb him. He just hits him with a chair, and then Ron Killings hits him with an axe kick. They beat the fuck out of Kevin Nash, and the crowds were booing. And I don't remember exactly what Kevin Nash did to hurt himself. I think he like dislocated a shoulder, right? Or he got a concussion. It was one of the two.
Something. I don't remember.
Let's say he got a concussion, and they hit him right in the head with a steel chair. Him and Tommy Dreamer have something in common.
Oh no, Concussion Alley over here in WCW Nitro.
WCW Night Thunder.
Thunder.
And yeah, they lay Kevin Nash out, and Ahmed stands tall, holding his United States Championship belt, and all of the nation moving around. What does this mean? He should be preparing for his match against Randy Savage, but clearly that's not the case.
Clearly he has his eyes on a bigger prize.
Clearly he has his eyes on a bigger fish, quite literally. But yeah, that was Thunder.
Do you want to handle the face change right now?
Yes. We're also going to turn Kevin Nash face.
All right. Too many of your turns have been shocks with little build-up. This turn has suffered as a result.
That's fine, whatever.
The turn didn't go down particularly well. We may have just killed Kevin Nash's push.
I don't think we killed anything.
All right, let's end the show here. And 85.
85.
There you go.
What happened on Thunder this week?
What do you mean? Oh, you said a lot happened. I thought you said one happened. Yeah. This was...
what happened? I forgot.
I thought you wanted me to do a recap of the show we just went over.
Yeah, recap it for me, Justin. What happened?
Low Sigbois.
Big Boy and Low D became consultants of the GM, whatever that means.
Yeah, we'll figure it out next Thunder, But hey, this was a whole week we just fucking in the middle of fucking recording this. Monday, Raw's War went up. I'm uploading while we're recording now, so you can't fucking fault me for not doing it now. And we'll probably record some more tomorrow. We'll probably have the pay-per-view stuff recorded if you can by tomorrow.
I'm ready to go some more tonight, man.
Oh, let's fucking go then. Let's go.
Let's go to the pay-per-view tonight. Fuck it. Let's do it.
You got work tomorrow. Let's not push it, buddy.
I don't care. Whatever.
Yeah, that's been episode 151. Thunder, WCW, Jobbing.com Arena.
Yes, iconic.
Yeah, that's leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe if you haven't. If you haven't, what the fuck? If you have some friends that enjoy wrestling, like the Boneyard match. Oh, the Boneyard. By the way,
or the acid trip that was the Firefly Funhouse.
By the way, Chad. Actually, I'll tell you after the recording. Yeah, we'll leave it here.
Okay. I am on pins and needles.
Episode 152 for the go home for No Way Out, and the go homes for Super Bro.
Yes, the go homes are next week. So,
all right.
And we're booking those. We're booking those tonight and the pay-per-view.
No, we're recording in next year. Suck it.
See you in a year.
All right. Thank you guys for continuously being around and watching our shitty little content. And we'll see you for... Bye. Fuck audio.